Halloween!
Woo!
I'm Keisha.
I'm Laura,
I'm Katie.
and welcome to the Pattern Queens episode 51.
Woo!
Today is Saturday, October 31st, and it is Halloween. So this is a channel about cross stitch.
And friendship and rambles and lots of shenanigans.
Oh my gosh, so many shenanigans even getting set up this morning.
Oh my gosh. Yes, this is the second Zoom call.
Yes.
But you know what? It's fine. We're here. It's good.
We have fancy new phones.
Yes.
And we thought we have a ring light.
And the camera is better on the fancy new phones. So we thought, oh, we can, try and record on there. No, we can't find a way to actually record a Zoom meeting on these phones.
So it's just going to take some investigation and we'll get it together, and probably next week we'll have better quality. But you can tell our lighting is still kind of funky back here.
Yeah. I just have the window in front of me lighting. So.
We have the front door open. The windows are kind of uncovered. I have my magic mug today because it is Halloween.
And it matches your outfit.
This is actually a scarf designed by Katie Landis
for Owlcrate.
Awesome.
And of course, my favorite color is purple, so Mom had to have it. So, welcome to our video. If you are new here, there's all sorts of craziness there. I do really have like a plan, and we loosely adhere to it.
I actively try to reel it when I'm on the channel.
Everything usually goes in the order that it's on the list. There's just it's a really curvy path to get to the spot.
And we get to everything eventually.
Yes, eventually being the word.
So have you had a good week?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. It was just kind of a normal week around here. Not really a whole lot to report. How about you?
And see, I really did get derailed because I said, if you're new here, it's crazy. So if you're new here and you like the crazy, then please like and subscribe and ding the bell. That's the thing from last week, right? Ding the bell to get notified. If you are returning, welcome back. We love you guys.
No.
So I was clicking away at the comments this week. I think I got derailed partway through the week, but Katie and I are in crazy chaos mode. That's our week.
Yeah, which is why I'm sitting here and stitching, because I actually haven't even put in a full hour on this. We were working on Advent boxes last night, and it was very late into the night. And so I woke up a little later this morning, and then I could not find my cross stitch project to actually put stitches in it.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah. So it's just been kind of a morning, and I'm actually making good progress, and I'm rounding that hour time. I think by the time I'm ready to actually show it, I'll be right at about an hour.
I don't know what you can see, but we do have all the Halloween set up back here, and fall, and just fun stuff.
Our witchcrafty pillow is over my shoulder.
Yeah, you can see the cat ear. Wait, do that again. Lean this way. So you can see the cat ear right there. So yeah, our week has been very focused on Advent, which is, it really messes with you. Katie posted a couple times this week saying, I'm so conflicted.
Yeah, I was like, I was talking to our reps, and I was like, I'm so conflicted. We're packing all of these Christmas gifts, and I feel like I should be watching Christmas movies during it, but it's the week of Halloween, and it's my favorite holiday. And I'm like, no, really, I should be watching Halloween movies. It's too early to watch Christmas. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, it's crazy. And we really should be putting out the box hopefully next weekend. We're just waiting on a couple more things.
Yep.
Awesome.
So then we can stop talking about it and you all can just start opening it.
Well, they have a whole month before they get to, which kills me. We're going to mail it this early, and then we will have to wait for all of you to get it and show it.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to put it in a place in my house where I will not see it.
You just want me to give it to Timothy and he'll hide it for you?
No, because then he'll forget where he hid it.
Do you want me to hide it for you? I'll forget it. No.
We can just delay delivering yours.
Yeah.
But then I'll know that everyone else has it and I don't.
So we are shipping this early. You're not alone in your feelings on this at all, Keisha. We've heard from several people, but we're shipping this early because we do have international buyers. And we know we have a couple in Australia
and a couple in the UK.
But UK actually shows up pretty quickly, we found out. But Australia does take several weeks, and they're the ones that we've continued to have problems with during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just trying to hope that these show up by December 1st for those people.
Mm-hmm. So, and we have our Canadian friends who we think are getting things pretty much on regular time.
Well, I will say that there was an error in a German box. We shipped her replacement item out and it was to her I want to say within a week or under a week. It was insane. She had it so fast.
Wow.
Yeah.
So anyway, Keisha, did you bring something to show us today?
I did. So I was going to show you Halloween calendar from the Tiny Modernist, which I finished last year, but I couldn't find it. I don't know where it went to. But instead, since this has been a very frosted pumpkin centered Halloween for me, I'll show you a previous Halloween finish from the frosted pumpkin. And this is a teeny tiny thing. I'm going to pull out a bobbin just for scale on this one. This is Trick or Treat Couple from the frosted pumpkin.
Oh.
And this is on 28 count Moonstone from Color and Cotton. This is stitched over too, but this is how big it is.
Oh my goodness.
Look at how little and sweet that is.
Oh.
I just love this little pattern. And I stitched this last year before Halloween.
You know what? We need to do a pillow finish on that with you and maybe find some fuzzy stuff to go around the outside.
Oh, that would be fun. I would like that. I've never turned anything into a pillow. So I need to learn how to do that. My finishing skills are not great, guys. But anyway, that's my previous Halloween finish that I'd like to show. So
cool. And I didn't bring anything over here. Ooh, I could have shown you the lovely things Sue did for me, but that's okay. We have our finishes, my previous finishes on the wall,
some
a couple of them. Yeah. And this one is Katie's, really cute. And I showed those last week. So so how about stash?
Well, I got some exciting stash. So last Saturday, Laura and Katie went to the cross stitch store and I needed a couple things of floss and they were like, is there any pattern that you've been looking for? No, you guys are really good at shopping for me. So I was like, no, not really. So this is what happens. Laura hands me this bag and it's got floss in it. She's like, I got you the floss that you needed, but also here's a bunch of other floss. And then she puts it in the bag. I'm like, what did you do? And then she takes this out and it's perforated paper. She's like, I got you this. Puts it in the bag. And then she's like, I got you this. Puts it in the bag. And it ends with, Laura and Kate me got these stocking sleds from Lizzie Kate. So I'm very excited. So yes, I'm very excited. I like all of them. And it came with the buttons because there are buttons and beads in each of them. And I love this little guy. And then this is really cute. And even the flowers are really pretty. So I like all of these. I'm really excited to stitch them.
It was just such a fun set. And there are other ones too that you can get, other patterns that you can get too. Who did I tell you? Foxwood Crossing is another designer that has some
Right, and it looks like the sled that I showed you is from Foxwood Crossing, because Lizzie Kate has all of the everything you need to do it and finish it the way they did. So I'm very excited about this.
Do you want to show your stash or?
You go ahead.
Okay. So my stash. You know, we had a discussion last week about the headless monsters or whatever.
Decapitated Santa Sal.
Yeah, that's it. By the way, I did finally get the right colors that I need for a couple of my projects now that October is over, right?
Right.
So guess what? I found the decapitated Santas.
I love them.
And I also got the bunnies.
Oh, lovely.
I think Katie cringed through the whole store. And then I also
I
got
have nightmares about those Santas. You killed us.
from Brenda Gervais. I got the new one, Winter Rose Manor. The model for this is on the wall at our LNS, and it is beautiful. And there's also this design included.
Oh, that's really pretty.
Oh, I don't think I saw the back. Oh, cute.
And then I also got this one is Spot of Winter from the Drawn Thread, and it was the only one in the series I didn't have.
Oh, wow.
So now I have it all.
Mhm.
That's my stash. Now
like
it's you, Miss
Pokemon.
Kate.
It's like Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all.
Just snipping that, and my needle came off, so I'll just put it in here. Okay, so I got underneath here. From Cece's, I got some floss. Oh yeah, okay.
Katie's so funny.
Why do I have floss? Oh, and I have my needles.
Nice.
I only have one left in my little go bag here, so I'm going to add these to it. Okay, so they're all a big tangled mess, but this is all of my floss to do the Christmas flamingo patterns from Hands On Design.
Oh, awesome.
And I thought she said that one skein of each color will actually get you through all 3 flamingos, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I got 2 of each skein if I could.
2 of each color.
Yeah, 2 of each color. So maybe I'll have enough to do a giveaway to do the rest of the flamingos if I ever get these all finished. But yeah. And then I'm pulling out the patterns. I'll start with this one because it's the most timely. I just saw this yesterday and I really liked it. Salem Hill Sampler.
Oh, wow. I like that.
And it's from the Scarlet House. I don't know if it's new or not. I don't think I've seen it there before. It's from 2017. But I just thought it was cute. It has pumpkins. It has a little sunflower and a kitty. And yeah, it's just cute. And then I got, I think that there's been some talk about these on Flosstube from what I've heard from Mom and Athena. But I just picked this up because I liked it. It's the Christmas Sampler 2 from Cottage Garden.
Oh, yeah.
Samplings, yep.
So Mom has the Halloween 1,
Mhm.
and I don't think you have Halloween 2 yet.
Yes, I do.
You do?
I got it.
And
Oh, this is really pretty.
I don't have Christmas 1, but I saw the Christmas 2 there, and I really liked how it looked. So
I really like those.
yeah. And then the last little pattern that I got is Mr. Marshmallow from Brenda Gervais.
Oh, he's fun.
He's so cute.
Too close to that cup of hot cocoa.
Yeah. Oh, now it's like suicidal snowman.
Oh, no, wait. It's just an optical illusion. He's far, far away, and this is in the foreground.
All the cross-stitch designers want to kill the snowmen and the Santas. No.
Oh my goodness. You're gonna have us in so much trouble.
You're gonna never look at a cross stitch pattern the same way again.
Gosh.
So that's
Now
my
Mr. Marshmallow sounds like a threat.
yeah. Want to go visit Mr. Marshmallow?
Oh my goodness. Filming with Katie, such an adventure.
Told you there'd be
Patterns,
shenanigans.
apparently.
Have you stitched that made me think about your peppermint pals? Did you
No, I
stitch?
haven't stitched that one yet. I'll have to pull that off this winter.
I may have to get that pattern too because it's awfully cute.
And
So-
that is a snowman holding the head of another snowman.
See? It's all violent. You stab things in cross stitch, you have decapitated things in cross stitch,
It will be fun, right?
and you do it with a smile.
While using very sharp scissors.
I saw a pattern yesterday. I don't know where I saw it. It just popped up. I think it was on Instagram. And it said, "I will cut you, snip, snip, snip." There were scissors in the middle.
That's wonderful.
Oh, the fun.
Oh.
Okay, something new to talk about. So Keisha's like, oh my gosh, she didn't tell me this. I really did. I just am not prefacing it very well. So Keisha and I are going to start next month doing a couple of Stitch With Us videos. And I think I haven't really talked this over with you, but I was thinking maybe the odd Saturdays, so the first, the third, and if there's a fifth, that one, we would do regular Flosstube.
Yeah,
That lets us kind of do a wrap up from the month on the first one and for the
right.
previous month.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So basically what we're going to do is we'll have our regular Flosstube videos every other week. And then we're just going to sit. I don't really have the setup to have a camera on my cross stitch as I'm doing it, but we're just going to sit. We're going to chat. I think the very first one, we're going to do the Know Your Needle Worker tag because I've never actually done that tag on this channel. And I know it's been a while for you, Laura. So, and we're just going to work on projects and we're going to start and finish. Like the only time we're going to work on these projects that we stitch on are on these stitch together videos.
Unless
So
I
Yeah, I'm like, you're dealing with Laura Landis. She's kind of a cheater.
unless Laura cheats, I won't cheat, even if I want to. So, and I think it was Janet Jabber had the idea that we should pick something small so that we had some finishes every few weeks. And I thought that was a pretty good idea. So I'm going to let you guys vote on what I work on the first time, and Laura's going to let you vote. So remember these stocking sleds. Which one do you want me to work on? 1, 2, or 3? So do you like the little stockings? Do you like the little elf? Or are you into those flowers? Let me know. And whatever one gets the most votes, I will stitch on that. And we will be doing that first stitch together on the 14th.
Ooh, that's like halfway through the month. Is that crazy?
Yeah,
Just because of how everything falls.
right.
Okay, I have 4 choices for you, and I really had to pare it down. I had about 14
Right.
choices for you.
Cross-stitching is
You.
It was just all of a sudden I felt this by my head. Am I doing something? Okay, so my first one is Antique Scissors and Spools from Shakespeare's Peddler.
Love that.
And then I have Tom Turkey Sampler, which I'm going to tell you, I'm going to work on this one no matter what during November. But if you want me to try and get it done during the Stitch With Me videos, that would be a choice. And then I have Autumn Harvest from Little House Needleworks.
Very pretty.
That one's pretty sweet. It's probably the most involved. I don't know. The last one might be kind of a biggie too, huh? Then I have this old calendar. And in it is this crazy bear.
I love him.
So for me, you can say bear, house, because there is a house, or harvest. Let's say harvest. Bear, harvest, turkey, or scissors. Help me choose.
I'm so excited to do those videos.
Yes, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
And maybe Katie will join us. Maybe she won't. Who knows?
Who knows who will be here, but there will be lots of stitching and lots of chatting.
And really that brings us up to plans.
Oh, whips.
Oh, I skipped over whips.
This is a channel about cross stitch after all.
That's so funny. I skipped whips. We were going to do this after that. Okay, that's fine.
That's okay. All right. So this week, I've worked on 3 different things. So I started the week out working on Bees Apiary from Ardith Designs. And I'm so close on this. And I forgot to take it to work with me on Friday. So I'm a little bit mad.
no.
But anyway, here's where I am.
So cute.
Thank you. And so, oh, you can see the wings a little bit better today.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So I
Daylight.
have, there are 3 things on the sides here. So I have to finish those up. And then I'm going to finish up the back stitching. And I'm hoping to do that today. So hopefully I have a finish to show you the next time we get together. Then the next thing I worked on is a candy a day from the Frosted Pumpkin. And that's in this year's Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue.
I
And
just
then-
love that one.
I know, it's so cute. And this is on 32 count Jobelan from Color and Cotton in the color Spring Morning. Where I got to that.
I love that the one eyeball is peeking out up there.
I know. And I really just did that for like counting. But yeah, I love it. So anyway, that's where I got on that. I really enjoyed working on this and I'm excited to pick it up again.
It was a fast one to stitch on, I felt like.
Yeah, it's a lot of the nice thing about the Frosted Pumpkin, if you've ever done any of their things, is they deal with a lot of blocks of color. So even if you're doing a whole lot of stitches on something, it feels like it's fast because you're not switching your thread as much.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I worked on, and it didn't get very much time because Mr. James did not want me to stitch much, except for last night he let me stitch, is Evil Queen from Bendy Stitchy Designs. And like, how perfect is this? Let me show you how perfect this is. I finished the apple.
Ooh.
Okay,
Look at you.
Guys, there are only 2 reds and 3 greens, black and like a white. But look at how much depth there is in that apple. It's just amazing. I just want to brag about my friend, that Michelle. She's pretty good.
It's so cool.
It's so nice. I had to stop once I finished it. And I turned to my husband. I was like, can I just talk to you about this real quick? But anyway, that's what I worked on.
Okay, I bet you would like me to show my whips first. You're so funny.
Katie's just sneaking in that stitching time where she can.
Okay, I just dumped all of my floss on the floor, so now I'm off camera.
Oh no.
Because it's in here and I had it turned sideways and I pulled. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so what I was working on, I worked on it an extra day after I talked with you guys, was this one at First Cock Crow from the Sisters book by Blackbird Designs. And I was just kind of here, there, and everywhere with this one. I did a little more work in the middle.
Oh, fun.
But then I decided to finish this border. So I brought it all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom. And then I did the border across, and now I had started putting all of my black stuff in that'll go across the bottom. Because normally I start right over here and work my way up. And I think that's what's bothering me, is that I'm not stitching like I normally am. So I
Right.
just remedied that and moved to the bottom. And hopefully all of my counting is good. What in the world? All of my counting is good, and it will all meet up in the end.
Right. That's always the cross your fingers moment, right?
Yeah, it should be okay. There is space between, a little bit of space between things, and I think I'll be able to make it work no matter what. But I'm feeling pretty good about that, because that border was a consistent pattern all the way through. So that was one. And then my other one I've had in my Bewitched sleeve, which I love. And inside it has all these stars and moons. You see them?
I like that.
So fun. No shimmer in there. I thought there was. It must have been my plastic. And okay, that's my plan. I have been working on White Pumpkin Patch from By the Bay Needle Art.
Which
Yes.
Mom was racing me last night while we were working on one of the advent items, because she was helping out, and I would hand her some stuff and she would work on it, and then she would try and get some stitches in between before I handed her the next set.
And it was working.
Mhm.
So I got the whole fence built. I finished the border, which
Mhm.
I just had a teeny tiny little bit. Oh, there's one of my hairs. And then I started down here on the fence, and I got that, and I got to put in some of the bittersweet. Those are the little dots, and I'll connect those with some back stitch. And then there are leaves down here. So really, I made good progress. This one, I know it says Happy Halloween. I am thinking I may keep it out just to work out. Maybe it'll be my work project in November.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
And that's one that you've been looking forward to working on for a while, right?
Yes. And I gave it a lot of days this week, but we've been busy and I haven't had much time on it.
Yeah, I mean, and you guys know from these videos that I haven't had a ton of time, because the last few I've been sitting here like madly stitching and hoping that Mom will filibuster a little bit. Okay, my turn, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna pull this through to the back. And then
And I know you like all your projects, and
I
you've been
do.
working on them really hard. Do you want me to do this part while you're
Sure.
I can't get a hold of it.
It's because my scissors are on it.
No, it was okay. So
this is Jenny Bean's Halloween sampler from Shakespeare's Peddler.
Yes.
Here's the thing. The light is better right there.
Yeah. But it's a tiny little picture of it. In fact, so the funny thing about this pattern is that it calls for a color that doesn't exist. Because this is the one that calls for Woodpile by Gentle Arts.
Maybe it was a limited edition.
No, because her limited editions are up above.
Oh, okay.
So this was supposed to be something that you could get no matter what, unless they discontinued Woodpile. But I can't tell from her photo what color Woodpile is. That's how small it is.
Does it have a DMC number?
No.
You may have to write her.
Yeah, I'm like,
or look at her site and see if there are corrections.
I can't tell what color it's supposed to be. So that Mom showed you the pattern, and this is as far as I've gotten in just about an hour here.
Yeah, that's a pretty good start though.
Another border.
Yes.
Look at the pumpkin. Love that.
But I'm really actually liking it, and it's not showing up on there. I'm stitching with Black Crow, I think is what it's called. And it goes from black to blue. So it's pretty. It changes very subtly, and you can see it in person in the pumpkin that there are little touches of blue popping up.
I like Black Crow quite a bit.
Yeah. So
okay, you're stopped. So how about plans for you? What are your plans for today?
Well, I've got a lot of work to do to get the event going tonight. So probably right after we hop off of this, I'm doing that. And then,
Really, I should have said plans for the week.
oh, for the week, don't even get me started. But then for
No, stitching plans for the week.
But then tonight, during the event, I am going to be working on this, which is Remember Me from Birds of a Feather.
You get to start with words.
I do.
There's not a border on them.
But no, yeah, no border. This is like the first pattern in weeks or in days that hasn't started with a border on it. And I think it's ultraviolet is the color that is
They
used
love
there.
that for their purple.
They do. And I love stitching with it. It's so much fun. It's a bright color and it changes a lot, and it's going to be a fun start.
It's what the words are.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, and I just realized, so they changed BOO in there in that top part. So it says boo.
Uh-huh.
They do that a lot. We found a couple other patterns where like they had put in different colored letters down the piece to spell a word.
Oh,
So,
awesome.
Okay, how about you, Keisha? What are your plans for the week?
Okay, well, my plans for the week are I'm going to do my best to finish Bees Apiary tonight. If it doesn't get finished tonight, then it's going to be finished next week, as long as I have a cooperative baby. So that's the caveat I'm putting on it. And then to kind of get myself in the spirit of the next holiday, I'm going to start working on Happy Thanksgiving from the pumpkin, because just continue working on the frosted pumpkin. Why not? So that's my plan.
I was supposed to have a year of Halloween. Like Keisha, I think you should have a year of frosted pumpkin.
I probably have enough patterns to do that.
We'll just put off that long dog. You can do all frosted pumpkin, okay?
that would be pretty relaxing, actually.
Oh, speaking of which,
Oh, no.
well, I was gonna say we found out that next year, what?
We're going to cut part of this. I don't know if that's our news to share or if they've said anything about it yet.
Okay.
So I don't want to spill the beans on that.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, we would have to, I don't even know where we were.
You were about to start yours.
Okay, so my plans, I've actually done 13 projects, and I'll show you this craziness. This was my October.
Wow.
I love playing with this. This is just like so much fun, and you know, stickers. Who doesn't like playing with stickers?
Right.
And really, I mean, if you don't know anything about a happy planner, a month usually looks like this. But I've already put for myself a focus project, which is Our House from the Good Housewife.
Yes.
So that's part of my plans. Tomorrow's November 1st. I may sit down and work on it.
Hey, tomorrow's fall back.
It is. So tonight I will be working on Miss Fortune from the Prairie Schooler. And it's a whip. I'm going to show you what a crazy whip it is. This is what I have done.
Wow.
So, this is one that my husband spilled on. And so it has a spot, but I don't know that it really bothers me. It's right there below my finger.
No, I can't really tell.
So I'm on that urn on the right, and I may just keep going up and get all of that in. It only has 3 colors. It has white, orange, and black brown. So that's it.
Wow.
And my fabric is just a mystery linen, just some little cut that I got. And that's it.
Awesome.
So other than that, I will probably work on Our House this next week. And I have a couple of other projects that I really want to work on, and I'll see how I fit them in. My new start on the 20th, I already know,
Oh yeah.
is, if I can wait that long, is going to be, I think it's called One Nation by Bygone Stitches. It's the one with the big flag.
Oh yeah.
But so on the, if I wait that long, then I may, I'll have to start with all the borders and things. Otherwise, I would set up the borders before that and choose something else for the 20th.
Hmm.
So you
Awesome.
never know what I'll be up to.
Never know.
I do know that once the Advent box is packed, we get a tiny breather.
Tiny, minuscule.
So, anything else to add?
I don't think so. I hope that you guys are going to have like a lovely Halloween, whatever you're doing. If you're, just hanging out at the house, if you're stitching with us at the witching hour, I'm pretty excited about that. Or if you have other fun activities planned, I know that we will probably be watching my favorite scary movie tonight, which is called A Comedy of Terrors, starring Vincent Price, Boris Karloff, and Peter Lorre. And I tell people it's the original scary movie, like the spoof on a scary movie type of thing. It's pretty good.
We've been watching scary movies here. Well,
Well,
no, we've been watching Halloween movies, and Katie found an updated version of, was it called The Witches?
oh yeah, it's on HBO Max. We got HBO Max, Keisha.
Awesome.
Because of our phones.
Yeah.
But so The Witches was, this one is an updated version with Anne Hathaway. And
Previously it was Angelica
Houston.
Houston. Okay.
But this is Anne Hathaway and Octavia Spencer.
Yes.
Right? Octavia Spencer. And she's fabulous in it. And Anne Hathaway is terrifying.
Yeah. This is not previous witches. Like I feel like they made the witches in the last movie kind of look more like trollish. They made Anne Hathaway look demonish. Like it's creepy.
Ooh, I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, don't watch it with small children.
Well, except the whole movie I felt like is kind of for small children.
Based on a book by Roald Dahl, right?
Yes, it's a cautionary tale, but oh my gosh,
and
it's
like
a little terrifying.
The actors are very much like playing to a children audience when they're acting. Like it's not bad or anything. You just know that they're kind of acting down for a children's level. But Anne Hathaway is terrifying.
So they have made it so that her mouth, you can see slits that come like all the way back up here, and when she opens her mouth full on, it is all mouth. So it's and all teeth. These teeth that you're, I mean.
Oh, and then I actually had to pause the movie at one point when she's right up there and her mouth is starting to open up.
I'm like,
I'm like, look at the screen, Katie.
Woo. So, but we also have a couple of, is it the same movie, The Craft, or is it The Craft 2?
It's The Craft 2. So The Craft Legacy just came out, and you can rent it for $19.99, or for an extra $5 you can buy it and own it, or you can do what I do. If you don't already own The Craft #1 on streaming, you can buy the bundle deal with both movies for $30. So it's only $15 a movie if you really want to reason it out with yourself. So we have both The Craft and The Craft Legacy now to watch.
Oh, fun.
And I haven't really seen the like I haven't heard the trailer. I saw it playing in the background. And from what I gather, I think the main character is somehow related to the girl with the really short hair in the first Craft movie.
Okay.
And that's all I'm going to say in case you haven't watched it.
I haven't watched the first one.
That's why I didn't say more.
So anyway, our plans will probably include some movie watching over the night. And so obviously our Halloween watching will continue for a little bit. We did watch It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Oh, and last night while we were packing, we watched The Lady in White.
Which is one of my favorites.
It's extremely hard to find. If you know what the movie is and you like it and you haven't been able to find it on streaming, it's on Vudu. So you can buy it there. And then after that, I turned on Frighteners
with Michael J. Fox. Have you ever seen that? That's a great one. You would love it.
It's on HBO Max.
Oh, well, then maybe I have that to do. Usually it's Vincent Price night on Halloween, but maybe
it's very campy. And
it is so fabulously.
I love campy stuff.
Oh, and it's like horror filled and campy, and it's like the whole thing. Michael J. Fox, fabulous.
It starts off with a pretty like grab your attention scene. Brendan was watching it with us for his first time ever last night.
And this won't spoil anything. No. So
and Mom's like, Brendan, you've got to pay attention. And he's like, well, I've got this guy figured out, but I don't know what's up with Grandma. And if you've seen the beginning, you'll giggle. So
yeah, Grandma.
Awesome.
Anyway, so now we've given you a couple of movie recommendations too.
Yes.
And with that, we should probably wrap it up because I know you have some unexpected fun plans.
Right. My parents are coming and will probably be here within 15 minutes to a half hour.
Hide the cross stitch.
Give her the box and say,
put it all
can
back.
You put this all back together?
And she'll be like, yes, I'll deposit it in random places in your living room.
Okay. Well, anyway, that should be about it. And remember, well, probably by the time this goes up, the witching hour will be over unless Katie gets this up right away.
No, I've got work to do on witching hour.
So we'll see you whenever we decide to check in next
Monday. Yeah, and don't forget to vote for what we're going to work on our stitch together.
Hey, and don't forget to vote.
Yes.
Which was my big news this week. I've already voted.
Yeah. So if you haven't already voted, like me, get out there on the 3rd if you're in the US.
I found out I've been just kind of quiet during all of this because I registered to vote when I turned 18, but apparently it didn't take. Like, I never got a voter registration card. I still don't have a voter registration card.
You're okay with that one.
But I didn't think I signed up, like I filled out the forms and stuff, and I didn't think that it took again. But I got a flyer in the mail yesterday saying that I'm a registered voter and I need to go and vote by November. I thought it was 2nd on there, but
3rd.
So yeah, so I get to go vote, guys. I'm so excited. I've been sitting here really bitter because I'm like, I want to vote, but I can't vote because Missouri keeps screwing things up for me.
So just remember to get out there. It's your civic duty. Get out there and vote. Make sure you take the time to do that and help. You know, if you have some neighbors that need some help getting to the polls, take some time and do that.
And even if you feel like if you're just completely like disheartened because of the national election, you still have your local elections, and those are really important because those are the ones that set policy where you live.
Yes.
And can change future elections for you.
Yes. And we had some pretty important questions in ours. So, okay. Now that we had that little thing, you said the word vote and that was it.
Right.
We will have some good show notes. Keisha will list what her options are, and I will list what my options are, and they will be in the show notes if you didn't make note of those during the video.
Yes.
So, okay. Bye.